Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session on the global market update. So today is 31st of August 2022, Wednesday, and it is roughly 10 p.m. by my clock. Let's take a look at the global market update for today and see where the global markets are, the key stocks, not stocks, but currencies, commodities, and equities, and whether we can spot any trading opportunities for tomorrow. So let's dive right into it. All right, so here we are. We'll start with the US dollar INR pair, okay, USD INR, and this is where we are today. So keep in mind the Indian market is closed today, so there was no trading that was happening in the Indian market, but the all the Indian currencies are traded globally. So in the global market, the buying and selling of the USD INR, for example, is still going on. Okay, and this is what we are seeing here. So today, the price of dollar INR has fallen significantly from I think 79.67 to 79.4645 where it is. So roughly 20 paisa fall has happened today. But the price is still somewhere at this red line, which is the 50-day moving average. Okay, so as long as the price does not fall below it, I'm not particularly bearish on USD INR. Let's also take a look at the 4-hour chart of the USD INR. So one particular candle here on the daily, and we have 6 candles on the 4 hours. Okay, so 4 into 6, 24, 24 hours. So 6 candles. This is where we were yesterday. Okay, so yesterday this fall had already happened and the price had given a bounce and it was somewhere bouncing around this zone. Okay, so today the price took some essentially the price hit a resistance at this zone 79.86, which also happens to be this line. If you see, there is a bounce here. Okay, so this is this time this particular line was a support. Then this failure here, we saw a breakout, but then it comes back to this line, breakout. The price continues, comes back to this line. It goes up further, breaks down, now again comes back to this line. Okay, so this 79.68, 79.69 becomes an important zone for the USD INR pair. Okay, and right now we hit and then run away from this particular line, so we are sort of trading below this. Okay, so and the green is the 200 moving average, which is also a crucial zone. Okay, so as long as we are below this, it is a bearish signal and we can look for short opportunities. But having said that, the day chart of the USD INR pair is not indicating any clear bearishness right now because the price is still above the 50. Okay, so it's a bit of a mixed signal from the charts, from perspective of USD INR. Let's see what happens tomorrow. As of now, I'm not sure if there is anything that we can do, particularly looking at this particular time frame, this particular price action. Okay, let's move on and look at Euro INR. So Euro INR has been in doing bullish price action, and I think the same thing happened today as well. So we can see this sort of a wick and then price moving upward, which indicates some kind of bullish action. On the 4-hour time frame, this has what has happened in the last two. Since 3:30 in the afternoon, the price has risen up sharply. Okay, and we are sort of in this kind of a zone. Okay, if we look at the moving averages, there's nothing here. So price is still kind of in between this zone, and on the basis of this chart, there's nothing. There's nothing we can figure out any buying or selling opportunity if we simply look at the price action here. Let's move on and look at pound. So pound INR has been falling badly. Okay, it's mainly because of the global strength of the British pound, which we'll see in a short while. But today also pound INR has fallen. Okay, so this is in sync with what is happening with the pound pair, with the pound currency in itself in general. But look at the price action. So this is where we were yesterday, 30th of August, somewhere here. Okay, around here the price action was trading yesterday. Today, so it took some support and then another fall. Okay, so today from 11:30 till 3:30, there's another big fall that happened in pound. So it's going to be a huge gap down tomorrow morning. Okay, in pound, unless something happens overnight and some sort of buying happens. Okay, so but it's still very, very bearish trend. And looking at this bearish trend, I'm still like, this particular selling opportunity was missed, and now it's not giving any particular selling opportunity on the pound pair. So unless there is some kind of retracement either on the 4-hour time frame or on the daily time frame, there's nothing much that we can do in the pound except for just watch the price falling. Let's take a look at the Japanese yen to INR. So Japanese yen INR, okay, we are here. So this is where we were looking at yesterday also, when the price was somewhere here, that the price is ultimately going towards 57.15, so 0.15715 zone. Okay, and today's bearish price action is taking it closer to this support. Okay, so once the price hits this support level, then we'll figure out what else to do. Okay, so on the daily chart there's nothing. But if we look at the 4-hour time frame, it's interesting. Okay, so so this was sort of a flag, and the price has fallen from that flag. But can we spot some kind of a wedge? Is the question. Okay, if we can, wedges are usually trend reversal signals. So can we spot a wedge here? Maybe we can. Okay, this can be considered to be a wedge. All right, and so basically what it shows is that the price has been falling, but the strength is not there. Okay, it's not as strong, so the fall is not as strong, and therefore the bears, okay, are not able to hit or comfortably close below previous lows. Okay, so this particular low was formed, this zone we see here. Okay, this low was formed. Okay, the price tried to close below this low, but then it hit back. So there is buying that came when we were trying to close or take the price lower. Okay, so which shows that there is bullish strength that is slowly coming in. Okay, which is essentially what a wedge represents. So this price action, it's not on the 4-hour chart, it's not very clear, but on the hourly time frame it was much more clear, is some kind of a wedge. Sorry, is some kind of a wedge. Okay, and if it is a wedge, then that would mean a reversal in price is possible. Okay, so so let's see what happens tomorrow. I think if the price goes up from here, then this can be a buying opportunity as well. Okay, so this can be a buying opportunity again if the price goes up from here, right? So this is Japanese yen. Let's go global and take a look at the dollar index DXY. So dollar index, again, this 109.24 has been acting as a resistance, and the same thing is happening today as well. Okay, so mind you, now we are in the global market. The global market is open, so there is no holiday in the global markets today, and therefore this whatever is happening in the global markets is pretty much live. Okay, so here we are. Okay, yet another indecisive day that is going on so far. If we look at it, if we look at the dollar index on the 4-hour time frame, so we are in the 4-hour time frame. Okay, 4H. This is where we are. Okay, so in the last 4 hours the price has fallen, and now we are here. Okay, so it's going sideways, but it's not able to, the bulls are not able to cross this zone 109.2. Okay, every time they try to take it up, the price goes back down. They try to take it up, the price goes back down. Okay, and this indicates, essentially what this indicates is strength in the euro. Okay, because the dollar index is essentially the opposite of euro. And in fact, let me just take this away and see if we can draw some kind of a diamond or something like that. Can this be a possibility? Can we actually? So this can be an interesting price action, okay, which is essentially diamond. Okay, now diamond is basically a bearish formation, okay, which says that every time the bulls try to take the price up, there is a fall. Okay, so the bulls try to take the price up, the price fell, then another price up, fell, another price up, fell, another price up, fell. Okay, so every time the bulls are trying to take the price back up, there is a fall, which means this becomes a possibility now. Okay, looking at this diamond. So diamond is usually a bearish signal, and the 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame is somewhere here. Okay, 107, 106.96, 107. Okay, so we can possibly break this and then go all the way to 107. That becomes a possibility now, looking at this diamond kind of a formation. Okay, so I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it tomorrow and trying to figure out any bearish move in the dollar index, which means buying in euro. And in fact, if we look at the euro chart, okay, so first of all, daily time frame, the euro USD is showing strength, okay, and the 50. Let me just take off everything here. Yeah, so if you just look at this red line, okay, 50 hit, 50 hit, 50 hit, okay, the price was just not able to go above this 50-day moving average, and now it's very much possible that we are going back towards this 50, which is 1.0195. Okay, so if we are going back towards this 50, and this is okay, sorry, so now we are back to this. Yeah, anyway, so it's I think it's possible that in euro we are going back towards 50, which means buying in euro is selling in dollar. Okay, so which also goes in favor of our bearish dollar thesis for the next few days. All right, so definitely something to keep an eye on. In fact, if we look at the 4-hour time frame on euro, this is what we were already looking at yesterday. Okay, so we were here yesterday. We were somewhere here where the price was trying to hit this 1.003 zone. Okay, and this was the time when I said that if once we do see some kind of a breakout from here, which is finally happening today, right now as we speak, we'll wait for some kind of consolidation, and then the price can actually go back up all the way towards this 200, which is 1.0145. Okay, so this also supports our bearish dollar, bullish euro thesis. Okay, at least for the next few days. So this is something definitely I would keep an eye on for tomorrow. That tomorrow morning again our market will open, so we will get trading opportunities in the euro USD pair as well. So we can look for buying opportunities tomorrow based on the price action on the euro USD pair. Let's continue and look at the pound. So pound USD, as we said, pound USD has been falling. Pound INR has also been falling. Okay, so there's not much of a difference in between these two. So today was also a fall in the pound USD. Now, interestingly, pound USD is also, so if I look at the 4-hour, pound USD, look at the wedge. Okay, similar kind of wedge that we saw in the Japanese yen INR. So we drew this wedge in the Japanese yen INR, JPY INR pair. Okay, similar wedge, but a bigger one we can see in the pound USD pair as well. Okay, now this again wedge, and the RSI is also going up, which is again supported by the momentum. That is almost always the case. So this wedge is another interesting bullish signal for is an interesting bullish signal for pound USD, which is again a bearish signal for the US dollar. Okay, so euro is rising, pound is also expected to rise looking at this wedge. So this is could be another interesting buying opportunity for this 1.176 as the target. Okay, so we'll wait for some kind of breakout to happen tomorrow. Some kind of retracement or some kind of halt should give an interesting buying opportunity in the pound USD pair as well. Okay, so essentially dollar index falling is so if we just summarize this, basically DXY, dollar index, is essentially comprises of 3 main currencies, out of which 2 are the bigger ones. The biggest is euro, the next is pound, and the third one is yen. Okay, so we look at yen also, but this diamond, which in itself is a bearish pattern, is supported by the strength in euro and a possible strength based on this wedge in the pound. Okay, so if this happens, then this I'm looking for some kind of a possible fall in the dollar index and rise in the other currencies in the next few days. So this is Japanese, so US dollar yen. Okay, now US dollar yen is not giving any bearish sign. Okay, but we cannot. So now US dollar yen is actually a very different story, for the simple reason that weakness is in yen is global. Okay, so yen is weakening across the globe, and it's a whole different, whole different discussion. Maybe we can have it in another video, but there is nothing. So dollar yen weakness. So strength in the dollar yen pair, which means dollar going strong against the yen, would not have much impact on the DXY if euro and pound are strong against the dollar. Okay, so the DXY fall can happen purely by euro, and definitely by euro and yen, euro and pound, even if this the Japanese yen don't get too strong. Okay, so we have to sort of keep this in mind. Okay, let me just figure out if we can do something here. Right, so this looks like some kind of a pennant. Okay, first this consolidation, price broke, now this another consolidation. Although the RSI is not in support, let's see, it's not very clear. Okay, it's not very clear. Could be, looks like a pennant definitely, which means that a breakout is definitely possible from this zone when price goes back towards this high 139.4. Okay, so it looks like the price is going to go all the way up to 139.4, which is possible looking at this particular time frame as well. Okay, all right, now let's take a look at some of the cross pairs quickly. Euro pound. So euro pound has been going really strong. Okay, we just saw there was a strength in euro, but pound has been falling. So definitely euro pound will rise, and just look at euro pound is just going one way. So after this consolidation that happened yesterday, which we discussed last night, after that the price has been simply going in one way direction, and there's nothing we can do. I mean, it's just we can technically take a position in euro pound using INR pairs, but there's nothing we can do to catch this particular trend, right? So it's better to let it be. Just watch this, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's take a look at euro yen. So euro yen on the day time frame is here. Okay, there is strength in euro against the yen as well, and on the 4-hour time frame, the euro yen. Okay, so yeah, this is where we were already. So we discussed this yesterday, that there was a breakout. Okay, and then I was looking for some kind of a retracement and then opportunity to buy. So this retracement happened yesterday. Okay, so this was an opportunity to buy where there was a long position that was built. Now today the price fell, but fortunately it did not close below these lows. Okay, so this particular low 138.26 still remains. Okay, so this low was 138.27, so the price did not hit this low, and the price has reversed. Okay, which means that the bullish thesis continues, and we can expect the price to go continue to go higher on this pair, euro yen. Pound yen. So pound has been falling globally, okay, across all major currencies. So there's not much to see in pound yen pair as such. Okay. Interestingly, on the 4-hour time frame, the price is here. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits, 4th hit. Okay. So it's a possibility that the price may do some kind of reversal at this zone. Okay. So unless there is some sort of a trap for bears that is visible here, if there is a trap, if we see a bear trap, then this could be an interesting buying opportunity for these this high. Okay, so it could be an interesting buying opportunity if a bear trap is visible on the pound yen pair tomorrow. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, the bearish thesis still remains. Okay, the price fell sharply on 26th August, has been doing a bit of consolidation, but looks like it's just a consolidation. The way this was a consolidation for 5-7 days, this could also be a similar consolidation, and the price falls further. Okay, so far the bearish thesis remains. The price is taking good support at 20,000. So there is a good amount of buying happening at 20,000. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. So this is what we were discussing. Okay, that the price fell, all right, and then there was a bit of a bounce. Okay, and then fell again. But then right now we are, as we said, we are taking a support at the 20,000 zone, and this 50 is also catching up. Okay, so this 50 is going to be an interesting line for the price to sort of, if we break away from this 50 on the upward side, then some kind of bullish pressure buying can come and take the price further up. But if this 50 is respected, then further fall is clearly expected. We can clearly expect a further fall. Okay, so based on this particular price action, looks like, you know, this particular 50 may be respected, although it's an unclear price action. We cannot say anything for sure looking at this price action. Okay, just wait and watch. All right, crude oil. So crude oil, we were looking here. This is, 50 to 200 cross. Okay, the price fell yesterday at this cross. Today was another fall, but look at the buying. Okay, so there was a fall that happened all the way till this 88.7, but then the price went back up, and there was some kind of buying. Okay, we look at it on the 4-hour time frame, but essentially we are still below 200, so technically still in the bearish territory. Let's look at crude oil on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, this is where we were. Okay, so this happened at around 11:30 our time, and then there is a bit of a buying that is happening. Okay, right now as we speak, is it a sustained buying? Very difficult to say, unless this particular high 92.6, unless this is broken, this buying could be very much a fake buying, and then price can continue to give essentially some kind of bounce and then fall further. Okay, so this possibility is always open for this particular crude oil chart. So let's see. I mean, there's nothing much here to do, frankly. Okay, gold. So gold, we were already really bullish. So this is a daily chart. Okay, sorry, bearish on gold, and I was expecting price to go back all the way towards this 1680 zone. Today there was, so selling continues today, and we are still, essentially on the same path towards 1680. If we look at it on the 4-hour time frame, this was today's selling. Okay, 10:30 p.m. all the way till 2:30, and then the selling is still continuing. Okay, and this is sort of, we are running in on this kind of a trend line. Now let's see if some kind of bear trap has to happen. So imagine these bears. Okay, the people who have sold here. Okay, these are the people who can be very easily trapped. You give a good buying. Okay, if there's a good buying, all right, and one candle goes all the way back up, okay, all of these bears will be trapped, right? So this sort of a bear trap can happen potentially, which will basically give us a price action, something like this. Okay, so this same thing happened here. These imagine the people who have sold here. Okay, these people who sold here, all of them got trapped with this buying. Okay, and with this particular wick, all of their stop losses would also have been hit. Okay, so this sort of bear trap is another possibility which can happen on the 4-hour time frame. I think the daily chart is still bearish, but on the 4-hour, this sort of a bear trap can also happen, and the price may continue to fall from there. Okay, so that possibility is also open. But again, looking at this right now, there is no buying or selling opportunity in gold either. Let's take a look at silver. So silver has already done what gold is yet to do. Okay, in a way, let's not be predicted too much. But what we are looking for was this low essentially. Okay, what is this date? This date is 20th July. So 20th July, 21st July low is where the gold, we think that the gold is heading towards. Okay, now let's look at the silver chart. So silver, this 14, so the same low happened in silver on 15 July. Okay, and then 21st July. So this particular lows has been hit in silver already. Okay, so the fall in silver has been much more severe than the fall in gold, and we are already sort of met the target for this particular fall. Okay, so silver is done. Gold is yet, is still on the way, right? And so this particular fall that we were looking at on this particular line 18.15 is already met. Okay, so I think we can remove this, and now we'll see what the price action does. Okay, if the price has to continue fall further, then we may see another fall, some kind of bounce, and then further fall, or we may see some kind of buying or some kind of consolidation. Anything can happen. We just don't know. Let's take a look at S&P. So S&P, this was yesterday. Big fall happened yesterday. Today the price is still kind of within the range, so continuing. But overall, if you look at the price action, big fall, range, another decent fall. Today is still sort of a range bound, but the market is still open in the US, so it's too soon to say anything. But right now on the daily time frame, the price is here. let's take a look at the S&P futures on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we saw this kind of a flag and the breakdown yesterday. Okay, and today, so this is where we were yesterday, and today the price is sort of going sideways. Okay, so considering, so let's see. I mean, is this the price is below the 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame? We are technically in the bearish territory. Okay, but let's see where the price goes. I mean, this is what it is as of now. Finally, let's take a look at Sgx Nifty. So Sgx Nifty futures. This was day before yesterday, Monday. Okay, sorry, this was yesterday. Sorry, this was yesterday, Monday, and this is. Okay, I'm getting confused. So this was yesterday, 30th of August. Okay, which saw a big buying in the Indian markets yesterday. So today, when the Indian market is closed, there's a bit of a selling, and I don't know, there's something wrong in this. Anyways, let me just not open this on the day time frame. Let me just open this SGX Nifty future on the 4-hour. Okay, so 4-hour looks good. So this was 30th of August. Okay, all that buying that happened, and the price sort of stopped at this zone, 17,800, this high. Okay, then selling resumed, and today was basically selling, and the selling has resumed, and we are somewhere here in the SGX Nifty futures. Okay, so our Indian market has closed somewhere around here, 17,810 on the SGX Nifty, and right now SGX Nifty is at 17,570. Okay, so overnight, unless some sort of recovery happens overnight till 9 a.m. tomorrow, we are looking for a possible gap down in the Indian market tomorrow morning. Okay, but it's still too soon to say, because anything can happen overnight, particularly after 7 a.m. when the Singapore market actually opens. And so let's see whether we'll see a gap down opening or not in the Indian market. But this is what it looks like when looking at this particular price action. Okay. All right. So this is it for today. This is, we're discussing all the different key global equity, currency, and commodity markets, and we'll see each other again tomorrow evening, same time. We'll look at the update for tomorrow. Again, as we look at one daily candle and 6 4-hour candles on every day, the candles as they happen, and the price action that we see. So we'll see each other tomorrow. Until then, I'll be definitely looking forward for looking up to the price action of euro and pound against the dollar, and seeing and figuring out if there are any buying opportunities that are visible for tomorrow morning. Thank you. Have fun and have a good evening. Thank you. Bye bye.